Thanks for tuning in to Truth Be Told News, where you receive fresh news with a real honest commentary and opinion coming from me, Pretty Thick. Stacey Dash, please shut your slow ass up and sit down. I know you've been hearing in the news lately about Stacey Dash and her comments when she was on Fox and Friends. I guess she's part of the Friends, you know what I mean? Honestly, there's so much I can say to this video. So I'm trying to start and bring it in a little slow because to me, I know everybody can have an opinion, just like I'm having one right now. But if you're misleading people or if you are not aware because you're privileged right now and you've been privileged for a long time, so you forgot how things really work in the real world with real black people, that's when I'm not listening to you, as in I'm not on your side, and then you're on Trump's side and you're on all these people's side who we don't even like. Majority of the black people we really don't fuck with.
It's ludicrous.
Why?
Because we have to make up our minds. Either we want to have segregation or integration. And if we don't want segregation, then we need to get rid of channels like BET and the BET Awards and the Image Awards, where you're only awarded if you're black. If it were the other way around, we would be up in arms. It's a double standard.
So you say there shouldn't be a BET channel?
No, I don't think so, no. Just like there shouldn't be a Black History Month. You know, we're Americans, period. That's it.
So I'm sitting here trying to figure out what is going on with Stacey. Like, why is she saying this shit? She said we have to make up our minds. Either we want to have segregation or integration. If we don't want segregation, then we need to get rid of channels like BET and the BET Awards and the Image Awards, where you are only awarded if you are black. First of all, before I finish her statement, it don't make no fucking sense. I'm over here with my friend, the homie D. So he made chime in, and that's cool.
It was just kind of crazy because I didn't know she was on magazines like Vibe and Smooth and all those others. I'm like, okay, if you're hating on black people like that, those are all the magazines that gave you credit. So like, why were you even put them down or even turn your back on people like that? That's just, to me, I don't know, that's fucked up.
No, it is fucked up. It's like you've been on BET, and now all of a sudden today you didn't forgot. Anyways, I just want to say she obviously does not understand our history. You're talking about if we don't want to be segregated, then we need to get rid of channels like BET. First of all, the reason why we have channels like BET is because of segregation. Because of the white people not wanting us to integrate. I mean, obviously, don't you remember, Stacey? Don't you remember when we had those times where our people couldn't do anything, vote, do anything? You know how hard it is to get an award in this world? Being a black person. So really, I don't think the argument should be that we should get rid of the channels. I think the channel is great because the channel gives our people a chance to get an award for real, for the talents and gifts that we have and for the good things that we do. Because obviously the people that you're kissing ass on or whatever you're doing, you're all up under these people's nuts. You're all over there in a whole different mind frame, Stace. You're not obviously thinking like a typical black person at all. Because if you were, you're getting rid of things that are helping us and that represents us. Because if we got rid of BET, there would be no way that most of us would get awards then. And you know we're very talented. How about that? Shouldn't that be the argument? The argument should be how come African Americans don't get a lot of awards in the more mainstream awards? That should be the argument. The point is we're not getting recognized. So since we're not getting recognized, we have to do something about that. So that's why we have BET Awards and the Image Awards and things like that.
Are you saying that there shouldn't be like a BET? I mean, okay, in a way I can kind of see where you're coming from the other side. You're trying to make it seem like everybody should be equal. Everybody should know about this. Everybody should get along. Everybody should have all awards on every same thing. Like the what is that comes on like the Oscars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen.
It's not, and it hasn't been.
So that's why there's a channel like BET, and that's why we get our own awards on our own show and our own channel. So it's not going to be like the way that you fucking think it's going to be. Excuse me, America. I'm sorry.
And if it was that way, then we wouldn't have BET and shit. Duh. So how about you talk to the mainstream people? But my point is this. Until the mainstream like Oscars and until we get Grammys and extra stuff like that, we're going to continue to have our own award. But y'all don't want us there. Y'all don't want Fetty Wap and them there. Why don't they want black people at the Grammys, at the Oscars, at those places? Because I'm thinking that the white people think that they are too sophisticated. They're too good for us. They're too good for our kind. Our kind is less than. So we should get rid of it altogether. That's what you're about, that agenda. You're with them. And that's what I'm saying. You're with those type of people. And I don't like that. I'm not even like about that. You're with the people that's saying get rid of something that we have to have. We had to make. They take our shit as a joke. So obviously you take the shit as a joke too. Then why was you all on the TV? Why was you on BET?
The real reason why one of these things is going out like this is because, and you probably experienced this too, Stacey Dash, is when there be an all-white movie, it's not going to be an all-black movie coming on right after that. It's going to have to be either a black movie with a token white person or all-white cast with probably one black person with a token.
With a token black person.
You feel me? It's not going to be like that until it could be an all-white show. We don't care about that. But some people, even some white people, want to see an all-black cast come on probably almost any channel, but we have to pay specifically for different channels, probably go on the internet just to see things like that. How come it just can't come on regular TV? That's why there's BET.
Because they don't want to see us. They think we're foolery. Simple. It's just simple as that. Those are my real thoughts. I know how it is out here. I'm not saying all black people or all white people are the same or everybody thinks this way. I'm saying the majority of the world out here right now is going down. You have to open your eyes and see what it is and stop pretending like you don't. You got these motherfuckers that keep trying to use. All they do is pay these motherfuckers to get up there and say some stupid shit on TV or something just so it can start some bullshit and start a war, take some attention off of whatever really is going on in this world. You know, because what she said was stupid. She could have said anything on motherfucking TV. She could have talked about racism, the real racism, the point of us having BET. But instead, she just want to just get rid of us all together because she want to be in this motherfucking man's face and she want to kiss ass and suck balls and be on bra straps, whatever you got to do to be in the limelight because we ain't seen her ass in 1,000 years, really. I don't even know where she's been. The Game and all that, I guess. I don't even watch that show, really. So I don't know nothing about that much, except for cause when they got rid of what's her name, that was it. What, Tia? When they got rid of Tia, I was like, I'm good. Like I watched it, and then it wasn't the same. Brandy was on there. It wasn't. You know what I mean? Right. But I love my black people, so I represent. I still watch the other movies and stuff and all that. Anyways, she also says this: if it were the other way around, we would be up in arms. It's a double standard. Just like there shouldn't be a Black History Month. You know, we're Americans, period. That's it. You can't just say a paragraph and then think that's it. There's too much explaining to do within that because you can be misunderstood in so many ways. It's such a touchy subject. You have to be careful what you're saying. Here's the point. I agree with you that there should not be a Black History Month. Because I think that there should be a Black History every month. I think that every month we should be taught all the histories of everybody. I don't even mean just black. I mean whoever live in this country. Y'all want to be so integrated now. You know, y'all done already took out, and this is when I say y'all, I'm talking about the government and shit. Y'all done already took prayers out the school. Y'all took Jesus out. Y'all said we have to represent everybody's fucking spirituality. We can't say Merry Christmas no motherfucking more. We got to say Happy Holidays. Okay, so you did that shit. But y'all can't do, the other shit. You white people. Y'all can't integrate. Yeah.
You guys know just as much as us. I mean, you guys did it to us. I mean, won't you guys just tell the truth and teach your kids?
This is a touchy subject. These are subjects you have to talk about and discuss because people misunderstand things. Anyway, so she said it would be a double standard. It wouldn't be a double standard. So they already have a white award show. They already have it. They already have it. It's already here. What do you mean double standard? What do you mean? So it's already done. We've already been talking about it. It's been joked about. It's been talked about. It's been just happened last year. What they say, it's been the whitest Oscars in 35 years. I just read. Stop it. So ain't nobody. Oh well. And then so people have complained about that. We're saying, hey, why? But guess what? We also say whatever. So we move on and do our own thing. We ain't got time to be kissing no people's asses. Yeah, because you want to get a spotlight in Fox News for 5 seconds. That's all it took was 5 seconds for your stupid ass to get fucked up. This is a plot. Somebody put her up to this. She didn't do this by herself. We're not just Americans. I'm sorry. We're not just Americans. If we were just Americans, period, then we would just get treated equally. Everybody. Sorry, it's not the case. We all equally. We do not get treated equally, Stacey. I know you live over there. Let me tell you what happens over here, baby.
You saving points.
Over here, when you are black versus white, when you go to get a job, guess who's going to get the job? And guess what? I think it's like that for you too. You go out there to go get an acting job. Hey, what's that? Any role that just came, you're probably not going to get it, huh, Stace? So you're mad about it. Maybe you're really mad about that. Maybe she does have our struggles.